Today I'm on a mission to shop at every retro video game store in Ichikawa, Japan. Of course, a day like this wouldn't be complete without one of the best ramen bowls in all of Tokyo. Sit back, grab a snack, and let's get straight into this video.
On to the next transfer. First stop of the day is my favorite ramen place, Menba Tadokoro Shoten. Every single time. Definitely my favorite ramen, spicy miso ramen. If you're in Japan, you must try it. That ramen was absolutely fire. It always is. We're hopping into the train now, then we'll go check out the super bazaars. Alright guys, we are almost here to the first stop of the day. They have the books, the CDs, DVDs, games, cards, and even gold apparently at this one.
Welcome to Book Market Ichikawa. Today, we're here in Ichikawa and we're going to be visiting 3 different stores. This is just the first one. Next up we'll go to Furuhon Ichiba, and last off we'll go to Book Off Super Bazaar. I have never been to this store before, and right when you first walk in you do notice that this store is not family friendly, so keep that in mind. They honestly have a pretty decent game section though. From DS to PSP, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Dreamcast, old stuff like Vita, PSP, they have a pretty wide selection. They also do have a bunch of trading cards as well. There's only limited things I can show you inside of this store, just because I said they're not family friendly, so I gotta limit what I can show you. My favorite items in the store definitely had to be this copy of Zelda and that collector's edition copy of Gran Turismo 4. I definitely am seeing a couple titles that I have never seen before anywhere else, and some pretty good prices. Like I said, I've seen games as low as 280 yen here, but my hit list is pretty particular at this point. There's only a few games I'm looking for and I'm really not seeing any of them here. But again, I mean, look at this. I don't know what this game is, but it's really catching the eye. That's about all I can show you guys from this store, so why don't we go ahead and wrap it up and make our way across the street to Furuhon Ichiba, because just across the street there's a Furuhon Ichiba, and then across the street from that is a Book Off Super Bazaar. So we have a loaded day full of shopping here in Ichikawa. Let's go ahead and make a move. Here we are at Furuhon Ichiba Shops at Ichikawa. This one is also directly across from Book Market, directly across from Super Bazaar, and it's honestly a hidden gem. When I first started shopping at the Super Bazaar, I didn't even know this store was directly across the street. After discovering this branch in Osaka, I'm glad I did eventually return, because this store is where I found my copy of Pokemon Emerald for just 10,500 yen. That was by far the cheapest I was able to find it at any store anywhere in the country. But you never know what you're going to find on another day, and as they say, every day is a new day, and each day that you wake up and get to see the new day is a great day. So be thankful for what you got, and let's go ahead and see what they have in today's walkthrough of Furuhon Ichiba Ichikawa.
Let's see what they got today. Oh, look at that GameCube. They did have a leaf green here. I couldn't remember if they did or not, but that's where I got my emerald, right there. But wow, that GameCube is crazy. I got a couple different copies of Fire Red there that should definitely be in the case. That one has some severe box damage. This one is pretty faded, but still, in my opinion, they should be in the case. Wow, that GameCube is crazy. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, guys. That GameCube is crazy. And here's their junk section here. Got some cool stuff today. What? No way. That's a lick. Bro. Yes, that is awesome. That's why you gotta love the store, man. You never know what you're gonna find. I mean, that cube for 5,000 isn't terrible, but then you find deals like that memory card that are just crazy. A regular GameCube memory card right there, 780 yen. Why is this only 300 yen? So this is one thing I don't like about what they're doing with their junks, man. They put a red X through them. Like, bro, we get that they're junk games. You don't have to X them out, bro. Like, see what I mean? Like, you don't have to. It's just painful. Like, why? This is a rather clean copy of gold too, and then they just put a freaking huge X through it like that. Nothing else looking crazy here. So they call their junk sections the outlet sales. I first found out about Furuhon Ichiba in where was it? It was it Osaka? I think it was Osaka's where I first found out about this chain store. But they are a chain and they are pretty much everywhere. So I highly recommend you checking them out when you get the chance. Purple Cube for 6,000 as well. Yeah, they have a ton of different games, guys, like some Pokemon, a non-junk copy of Gold by their standards for 1480. Like, why'd they have to cross out that other one? It just hurts. Just hurts, guys. Yellow for 1280 as well. But yeah, you know what, man? Let me do some research on this cube here, guys, because I don't know, that's pretty crazy to be seeing that. That is pretty freaking crazy to be seeing that. Alright, guys, so I did my research. Definitely not worth it, but still, it's amazing to see something like that just in the wild at a random Furuhon Ichiba store. Almost missed a couple little junk consoles here. DS Lite for 1,500. Another one for 2,500. You never know, guys. You always gotta flip through because you might find a special edition hiding in there somewhere. 3K, 6K, 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 2K. Alright. Yeah, guys, so can't believe it, but we grabbed this for just 300 yen. You might as well get this and get on out of here, go across to the Super Bazaar. All right, dude, no brainer. For 300 yen, guys, you best believe we got that Coliseum memory card. That was an insane find. So those games alone, Coliseum and box, really aren't that expensive, but the memory cards are really what the sought after item is out of those Pokemon GameCube games. Here we are at the Super Bazaar and it shops at Ichikawa. This is the first Super Bazaar I went to months ago that first gave me the idea that Super Bazaars were totally the move. And now we are here once again. Let's get inside and see what we can find. Going straight to the Pokemon case. It's always my first stop. Unfortunately, nothing special here today. Same stuff they have been having for quite some time now, but they do have a copy of Heart Gold for a reasonable price, 4,100 with 30% off. Some Soul Silver at the same. Hey, they do have a Crystal here at this one for 1,500, which is pretty nice to see. Not something you always see here at the Super Bazaar. See, they still have that 64, man. Price has been steep on it ever since they got it, let me just say. So I don't think it's gonna get sold anytime soon. They do have an additional console cabinet in the back that we will go see in just a minute. Anything crazy over here today? Just silver, plat, black, white, the normal stuff. Mother 1 plus 2. That's not bad for 3K. Would rather have it CIB, but I mean 3K isn't bad on that. They have a couple Loose Dog Game Boy games. How much is this? 1,600. I was wondering how much that would be here. 1,600 isn't terrible. It's not good, but not terrible either. Yeah, I guess super beat. We can't do that. Can't get it that beat, guys. We need some credibility on the cover, but there is a copy of Coliseum, and I don't know if it has the memory card. It really doesn't look like it. But we're not getting a copy that's that beat unless it's like 500 yen. Eesh, that is a beautiful little Ibanez right there. Yeah, it's got a Floyd on it, man. Oh, that's not bad either with the little Floyd and a little The lightning bolt inlays on that joint, not too bad at all. So, past the electronics case, the laptops case, both camera cases, you'll find some heat most of the time. What do you got? FC30. That's cheap though. I mean, it's cheap. Still not what we're looking for. Let's go over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Ooh. They've dropped it down to 22 on the Blue Boy. Kinda cool to see it. Yeah guys, definitely a tough one. Yeah, they're changing it up quite a bit. Look at that though, that's kind of fire, kind of tempting. Still loving that boy, but I have two of these consoles now, so no way I could justify grabbing that one. Wow. Wow. PlayStation 3, Guitar Hero, Aerosmith. Wow. What's the Power Glove? Still going for 12K. Now this is stuff they've had for quite some time now, guys. I wouldn't mind grabbing an SP cable or two. Hey, there's my bag right there. Love that bag. We still use it all the time. Off-white blazers for 27K seems low. That's less than 200 done for the blazer, boys. That seems low. Am I tripping? I don't know, but that seems low to me.
Either way, that's all I have for you in today's video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!